Hello there, Internet. This is Andrea, and I just had a couple things that I wanted to get off of my chest. Something you could kind of call nerd hipsterism, something like that. And, what does it mean to be a nerd or a gamer or a geek or whatever it may be? Earlier today on the Vlog, which is Felicia Day's video vlog, it's actually a really cute show. You should check it out if you haven't already. But in part of her Fave 5 segment, she talks about gamers and how hardcore gamers give other gamers a hard time for not being a real gamer because they play casual games or something like that. And she asserts that if casual games are more accepted among the gaming community, then gaming in general might be more accepted by the mainstream public. And I happen to agree with her on this. There's this huge discussion about what it means to be a gamer or a hardcore gamer versus a casual gamer versus people who call themselves gamer that have no business calling themselves gamers or whatever have you. There's these labels that people feel like they need to fit into. And that could be said for just about anything. Everyone wants to try and fit into a crowd. If they fit into a crowd, they want to keep that crowd pure or clean, or I don't know, that sounds really weird. But they become a little elitist about that particular group. And we see this throughout human history. It's not a new thing. But this is just a new subset of this elitism. And I see it a lot in talking about gamers. I see it a lot in talking about nerd culture. I was a nerd way before it was cool to be a nerd, because that's something to be upset about? I don't know. That's what's so weird to me. I don't understand why they're doing this. But, as far as being a gamer, I was pretty sure that the definition of being a gamer meant that you play games, therefore you're a gamer. Maybe I'm wrong, but like Felicia said, there's some imaginary list of things that people are putting together that says, oh, you're a gamer because you do this, but this person over here is not a gamer because they do that. And I think it's just arbitrary. And where do you really draw the line? I play WoW, but I'm not a real gamer because I don't play an RTS. Or I play cards, but I'm not really a gamer because it's not a video game. Where do you draw that type of line? So I assert that there's just a lot of angry gamers out there, and they tend to scare people away, which is really unfortunate because you want people to be playing games, because games are a ton of fun. And the bigger your pool of game competition is, the better it's going to be. You never know who you're going to scare away if you don't let them play. So, and I mean, I don't mean to say you can't call out noobs when they're playing like noobs. I mean, you all reserve the right to pwn at will. That's not what I'm saying here. I mean that if somebody is actually interested in a game, you don't want to crush their hopes and dreams about getting into a game by being a asshat. That's not nice. So, and there's a lot of stereotypes, and unfortunately us girls have a hard time breaking through those stereotypes. From what I've seen, if you're a girl gamer, you're not going to have an easy time. Now myself, I've played a lot of different games. I've played D&D, World of Warcraft, Warcraft 3, Settlers of Catan, Talisman, Neverwinter Nights, Canasta, the original Sonic the Hedgehog, Euchre, all kinds of games, different types, different genres, but all games. Am I a gamer? I don't know. Do I fall into the category of arbitrary things that make up a gamer? I don't know, but I play for fun because games are fun. They're a challenge and they're fun to play with friends. I think there's a lot of girls like myself girls who are worried about what gamers will think, even though that's really lame and you shouldn't care what other people think. But it's such a judgmental community that it's hard. You know, little side story. I was going to a bar craft and I had a really hard time figuring out if I was going to wear a novelty nerd shirt or street clothes, because I didn't want to wear my novelty nerd shirt and have somebody there get one impression of me and maybe think, oh, she's totally a gamer. She's got to know about every Pokemon. She's got to know every single rule about StarCraft 2. And I don't. My gaming knowledge is very spread out between the genres. I don't know the Pokemon. I got Squirtle and Pikachu. Charizard. Yeah, that's all I can think of right now. You know, it's very strange going into that type of community and really worried about what you're going to look like. And you don't really equate going to a nerdy event and having to worry about what you're going to look like. But those types of worries just are the exact same type of I want to fit in socially that happen in everything. You know, Susie wants to be a cheerleader because all the cool girls are cheerleaders. I think that if this crowd of gamers that is very closed off to new people and, you know, say, oh, there's too many people here, there's so many noobs and so many posers, that I think that if you open yourself up to more people, then you're going to find yourself having a better time. You're not going to be as negative in general in life, because negativity gives you constipation. That's not proven. Let's pretend. Yeah. But it definitely gives you anxiety. If you're negative all the time and your world outlook in life is always about how awful things are and not wanting to share the awesome things that you do have in your life, like gaming. Gaming is so much fun. Why doesn't everybody want a game? I know I want a game. Let's play games together. So I think you'll have a much happier existence if you allow others into your bubble. So that brings me to another article that I read. The title of this article is called, "Dear Fake Geek Girls, Please Go Away." Really? Really? You're gonna call out all the fake geek girls and tell them to go away? She says that geeks aren't supposed to be socially acceptable because you're so into something, it doesn't matter what society says about it, that it isn't something you strive for, that it just happens. She also laments about the old days when it was harder to learn things, but you did it anyway. Now we have the internet and apparently it's too easy. I would definitely put her under the category of geek hipster. Now that it's become geek chic and it's okay to be a geek and it's cool and it's something that people want to do even if they're not really a geek, all of a sudden it's not okay. I personally want people to like the same things I do because I think they're awesome. I'm really into music, like really into music, and I do my fair share of geeking out about music. But I just want to share it with everybody. I want you to love music as much as I do, so I want to share it. And if somebody expresses interest in music, I'm gonna jump on that. Like, seriously. And be like, oh really? You want to sing in choir? Oh good. I think it's really awesome when people are interested in things that I'm interested in. And you know, just because somebody doesn't have very much knowledge about a certain subject or they're inexperienced, you know, you have an opportunity to pave the way. You can really pave the way for future nerds. And I think it's really catty to sit and think, oh, well, that person's not really a nerd. They're just calling themselves a nerd. Gross. In general, I think it's great for nerdy things to be becoming popular, even if the person who is claiming to be nerdy isn't super nerdy. You know, maybe that will lead to other nerdy things becoming popular as well, like physics and science and awesome things like that, and art and literature and everything else that is considered too nerdy, and the types of things that you do for your own personal gain instead of, I got a job as an accountant because I can make money. Yeah, that's boring. What else do you do? Like, oh, well, I also knit in my spare time. I've taken up oil painting. Yes. There are so many things that we as a society could benefit from people getting into nerdy things. And maybe right now it's a little superficial. Maybe there's people with big hipster glasses who don't actually have a geeky bone in their body, but, they're willing to step outside and be interested in things that aren't classically defined as cool things to be interested in. So I fully support and encourage that. So you should be proud to be a geek, a gamer, a knitter, a musician, whatever you want to be. Be proud to do it, and do it because you love it. Because really, that's the point. I play games because I love them. I have so much fun playing games, and I hope that you find whatever it is that you want to do because you love it too. All right? Have a good day.